You're listening to a Get Abstract summary of The End of Marketing, a book by Carlos Gil. Digital marketing expert Carlos Gil has worked on the front lines of social media brand marketing since the beginning, launching JobsDirectUSA.com in 2008, and later providing strategy for global brands like LinkedIn and Winn-Dixie. In his 2018 Manual for Brand Marketers, Gil offers a wealth of insights, tactics, and examples from Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. Useful for corporate social media account managers, agency executives, or individuals building a personal brand, the book emphasizes authenticity and focuses on gaining real benefits, not vanity metrics. Takeaway 1. Social media changed the nature of marketing. Marketers used to depend on mass communications, logos, and celebrities to influence how people thought about their brands. But the shift to social media means brand marketers need to adapt. They must connect with consumers on a personal level. At heart, this means listening more, engaging more, and selling less. They must enter into a dialogue rather than creating content for content's sake. Instead of trying to control what people are saying about your brand, engage with those who are already talking about it. Consumers are highly influenced by one another, and brand marketers need to harness the power of that interpersonal influence. They need to learn about their customers in order to turn them into influencers, brand advocates, within their own personal and professional circles. Takeaway 2. Brand marketers need to shift from a mass communication mindset to one of engaging customers individually. Many executives don't understand the power of individualized marketing on social media. They continue to think of social media as just another means of broadcasting traditional marketing. But the way the giant social media corporations monetize their platforms makes it impossible for marketers to connect with millions of followers. Instead, brand marketers should engage with and cultivate just a tiny fraction of those followers, with the goal of turning them into superfans who will use their influence on the brand's behalf. Those superfans will have their own circles of influence. So a fan base of only 20 or 30 advocates could give your brand indirect influence with many thousands. On social media, corporate brands battle for consumers' attention not only with the major influencers, including the very ones they hire to promote their brands, but also with every single other person who participates on the platform. Working with celebrity influencers doesn't have much of an effect on consumers' brand awareness. Brand marketers need to build their own influence by connecting with industry thought leaders, local figures, and individual consumers. Brand marketers should view every single person as an influencer. Takeaway 3. To cut through the noise on social media, create genuine engagement. To stand out in the noisy arena of social media, you need to emphasize the unique qualities of your brand. But more than that, your brand has to engage. Socializing through meaningful dialogues and relationship building builds your following. Post high-quality content people will want to share. Offer information, insights, and entertainment. Genuine engagement triggers the social network's algorithms to promote your content. True socializing gets attention and extends the life expectancy of your posts because people will like, comment on, and share them. But don't rely solely on posts as the venue for conversations. They also happen in comments, in DMs, and offline. Through dialogue, you help people feel recognized and valued. Focus on the social platforms where your target customers tend to congregate. For a B2B brand, that means LinkedIn and Facebook. For B2C, you might be on Instagram, Snapchat, or Twitter. Takeaway 4. Approach sales and marketing like a person looking for personal connections. If you focus on selling on social media, your brand will get lost in the noise because no one will pay attention to your content. You'll be creating what people and algorithms specifically filter out. The key to getting results on social media is to act like a human being. Social media users appreciate authenticity and inspiration, which means you can be real about your failures as well as your successes. Consider social media platforms channels to make your voice heard. Thinking of your online presence as your voice rather than a platform gives you flexibility. Fundamentally, the shift in the marketing landscape means brand marketers must humanize their brands. To gain trust, scrap the corporate tone. Focus on delivering education or entertainment, or both. Create an entertaining online personality for your brand, and make sure it comes across as personable. If you can't be funny, be educational but relatable. Finally, engage more. Reach out around the clock, like real people do. Ordinary people gain huge followings on social media because they deliver what people want to see. Takeaway 5. Use community management to build your brand's following. Building a following has two parts: content marketing and community management. Community management means proactively seeking out opportunities to engage with people about your brand, across your industry, and including your competitors. Find out who is talking about your brand. Search for mentions, not only of your brand's username, but also for organic mentions. Search for instances when people mention your brand along with competing brands. Also, look for cases where consumers discuss how they feel about your competitors. Then, jump into these conversations. For example, in 2018, when IHOP changed its name to International House of Burgers, Wendy's jumped in with the tweet, "Can't wait to try a burger from the place that decided pancakes were too hard." Takeaway 6. Use growth hacking to build networks and spur engagement, not to pump up vanity metrics. Growth hacking combines strategy with tactics to achieve the same results as traditional marketing while reducing the expense of ad buys and overheads. Growth hacking depends on understanding the social media platforms, developing skill in writing content, and experimenting to get results. Growth hacking doesn't mean buying followers or engagement. Vanity metrics, follower or impression numbers, don't reflect real influence or engagement, and therefore don't lead to revenue. Growth hacking focuses on effective tactics honed through experimentation. Self-employed people can use growth hacking tactics to build a business in spite of a small marketing budget, and corporate marketers can also use them to get results without large outlays of financial or human resources. Growth hacking tactics include creating or joining Facebook groups, holding Facebook watch parties to boost early engagement with video content, and blogging on platforms such as LinkedIn, Facebook, or Medium, called native blogging. For example, Carlos Gil growth hacked his website jobsdirectusa.com by creating LinkedIn groups with relevant, searchable names, and then, in the confirmation email for signups, inviting new members to visit the website. These emails had the legitimacy of coming from a LinkedIn address and led to daily website signups sometimes exceeding 1,000. Takeaway 7. Turn your brand's employees into digital advocates. Whether decision makers like it or not, a brand's employees represent it to the public. You can't control employees' social media posts, but you can give them tools for conveying your message and incentives for using them. Understand employees will post about the brand one way or another and develop a strategy to help their posts contribute to your marketing goals. An employee advocacy program can broaden your digital reach, boost sales, increase brand trust, and aid talent attraction and retention. To launch an employee advocacy program, first, get clear about the benefits you expect. This will help you gain leadership buy-in. Select a group leader in each department or silo of the organization to develop content. Consider adopting an employee advocacy platform such as Elevate or Bamboo. Takeaway 8. Learn from influencers, but rather than relying on them, recruit your own instead. Brand marketers should learn from influencers such as Kim Kardashian West and DJ Khaled. Become more authentic and relatable. Make real people the face of your brand. Interact with fans. Provide content in a continuous stream. Brands turn to influencers for content as much as for their followings, but brands' own ambassadors could fill this role more authentically. Tap employees to act as storytellers or ask customers to become advocates for the brand. Plan your content in advance and make it concise. Tailor it to the platform you're using. Let people on other platforms know what you're doing and ask the members of your communities to share your messages. Make your calls to action, including sales asks, gentle and save them for the end. Celebrate small successes, such as when people tweet about or tag your brand or share a review. Engage at every opportunity, not only when a user tags the brand or posts a complaint. Takeaway 9. On Facebook, understand the algorithm and, again, aim for authentic engagement. Facebook is here to stay. If anything, it will become more pervasive and influential in the coming years. Many marketers struggle on Facebook because they don't really understand marketing. They push content and focus on vanity metrics without an understanding of how the platform works. Many brands created their Facebook pages a decade ago and built up large fan bases, but today they're seeing negligible engagement from them. This happened because brands enticed users with giveaways and promotions, but those users didn't have a genuine interest in the brand or its community. And since then, Facebook has limited the amount of brand page content that appears in feeds, so less than 1% of people who've liked a brand page will ever see its content. Given Facebook's algorithm, posts will appear in users' feeds if they represent content from a user's friends, family, and groups, or if they produce engagement, likes, comments, and shares. Facebook will limit the reach of posts that include obvious promotional content, calls to action, clickbait, and excessive tagging. So avoid overt selling and, as always, aim instead for genuine engagement. The algorithm favors posts that keep users on the platform rather than linking them away to, say, YouTube or a blog. Thus, to increase the reach of your Facebook posts, avoid including links away from Facebook. Instead, use native Facebook features such as Facebook Notes, Facebook Live, Facebook Watch, and the built-in e-commerce tools. Takeaway 10. Build your personal brand organically by connecting with people individually and sharing interesting content. As you prepare to build your personal brand, before you do anything else, identify your strengths and the knowledge and expertise you have to share. Give people insights and tactics they can act upon. Offer a blend of personal and professional content. Always respond whenever someone engages with your content. On LinkedIn, take the initiative to connect with people individually, but take care not to seem spammy. Avoid overt sales pitches and, instead, aim to build relationships and offer value. You'll do well on social media if you come across as likable and can motivate people to take action. To succeed on social media, you need to have passion, persistence, perseverance, personality, and persuasion. Takeaway 11. Technology will put many marketers out of work if they don't adapt. Marketers have no choice but to humanize their marketing, because if they don't, bots will replace them. Technologies such as machine learning, predictive analytics, and artificial intelligence, or AI, will dominate marketing in the future, taking over many tasks, including sales and customer service. But bots can't, yet, substitute for the face and voice of a human being, or for real, authentic interactions. As AI and chatbots take over many rote tasks, brand marketers will, increasingly, focus on one-on-one engagement and storytelling. As the future unfolds, platforms will continue to change. Facebook isn't going anywhere, but it will probably not be free much longer. As media or tech giants absorb social networks, brand marketers and individuals will likely consolidate their activities by focusing on selected platforms. YouTube and Facebook will continue to dominate, while TikTok, Switch, and Reddit could grow in importance.